Hello, everyone. It's that time again. No, it's not Sunday, it's Saturday, but it's time for another confessions video. This is confessions number 32, still part 3. Hello, everyone. I'm the host of these confessions videos. My name is Ozzy Rose. I hope everyone's having a happy and great, blessed Valentine's Day today. Uh, as you know, like on my commentary segment, I don't ever know what the Lord's going to bless me with on the confessions video until right when I shoot it. It reminds me of Valentine's Day when it comes to my wife and when it comes to my mother. I would always get them the same things. My wife, when she was at work, I would have roses, a dozen roses sent, and a big heart-shaped box full of chocolates. I did my mom the same way after my wife had passed away some years later. My mom told me, she said, why don't you get me something else? She said, instead of roses and chocolates, she said, something that, I could keep forever. I said, why does it bother you? She said, no. So I did. I started, getting her things that she could, keep kind of like for sentimental value, I know for everybody that Valentine's Day is usually a happy thing. It's a happy one for me today. To me, in a way, it's just another day for me. I don't have anybody to get anything for, and I don't for Valentine's Day. If I did, I would, of course, But when my wife died, and then in later years with my mother, uh, it just wasn't. It wasn't happy times for me in a way. I still got after my wife died, I still got my mom stuff like she wanted, kind of like she wanted for sentimental value and stuff like that. I wasn't much on holidays anymore. Nothing seemed to matter to me, as y'all know. I lived a depressed life. I wasted my life. That's a big regret I have. When I think of Valentine's Day, yeah, you're supposed to think of the good times and stuff like that. I do that too, but it's kind of hard for me because I don't have nobody to get anything for, and I wished I did. I wished I had somebody that I could get something for Valentine's Day, but I don't. The only thing that I know of that I can give to maybe everybody here is I would be out there strutting today, but because of the cloudy, rainy weather, I'm not. So I can't give everybody something that I'm not out there doing, that they kind of like me to do here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Uh, that's why tomorrow I'm going to go strutting to make up kind of for the day. But if I have anything to give to everybody on Valentine's Day, it would be this. To your family and your friends, enjoy this holiday. Get them something. Get them something that they really love. It don't have to be something for sentimental value. It could be roses. It could be anything. But appreciate the family that you have, and I'm talking about your blood kin, as well as wife, kids, husband, and kids, whatever. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. It's supposed to be a happy time. Uh, it's a happy time for me because I'm staying busy. Like I just got through with the commentary segment, got it posted, and I'm doing this. So that's what works for me. And believe me, if I had somebody to buy something for, I would, but I don't have anybody. So I would tell you, cherish what you have in your family and your inner circle of friends, because I know there's others out there like me that don't have that. I'm not the only one, and I'm nobody special. And I'm not. I'm not a star. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a human being like all of you out there. Uh, in these confessions videos, I reflect on my past, as y'all know. Uh, but when you start losing key people in your life, things don't seem to be as enjoyable anymore. At least it seems like that. My mother said it best. She said, when you lose a loved one, you just want to give up and you want to die. But she said, if you think of that loved one, they would want you to go on with your life and live a happy life. So that's what I do. When I think of my loved ones that have left before me, I think of what they would want me to do. And that's what they would want me to do. And that's what I'm doing. It took me a very long time to put things into action and to live a happy life. I know what makes me happy, and that's why I do it. I would tell all of you out there, if you know what makes you happy on this Valentine's Day, if you know what makes you happy and it doesn't hurt you or hurt others, then you have to do that at some point in your life. I've had some that's told me, well, they can't do it right now. I said, well, if you can't, do what makes you happy right now, then you have to do it at some point before your life ends. And it is true. You only live one life. Why not live the happiest life that you can possibly live? And that's what I'm doing. It just took me a very long time and a lot of living in hell on earth to realize what truly made me happy and to put it into action. It's like an idea. An idea is just an idea. But what makes it a great idea is when you put that idea into action. And I would tell anybody, if you know what makes you happy, work for it. If you're willing to work for it, it'll happen. I'm not saying you'll be rich. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to get off of this either, of the past. But I just never knew in life what was going to make me happy until the Lord started giving me visions. And then I went with it. And it's paid off tenfold, I'm not saying there's times I don't get a little sad. There's times I do. There's times I get angry. But I release it. And then I move on. And I move forward. There's a saying in AA and NA, accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. Sometimes I've had to change the things that I couldn't accept. That was my problem there, I couldn't deal with every death. I blame myself for every death. But I didn't just blame myself for nothing. There was good reason, So they're all gone and I'm here. And they're not seeing me from above. When you go to heaven, you're not looking down. You're still looking up. And everyone is children up there. So I just hope and pray that, I'm trying everything I can to live the best Christian life I can. I'm hoping that I've reserved me a room up there. And if I get to go up there, I'll see my mother, sister, others, but there'll be kids. We'll know when we lock eyes that, hey, that was my mother on earth, even though she's a little kid, So I know some of you don't believe in religion, and I that's okay. But I do, I'm a little sad today that some of them ain't here. But I can't change that. So I had to change the things that I couldn't accept instead of accepting the things I couldn't change. I've done that too. But we can't take back things we say or do to our loved ones when they pass. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy for any of you. It hadn't been easy for me. But I'm doing great. I tend to believe if any of them was here, they'd say, well, finally, we're glad to see that you're happy. And I truly am. So, if you take anything from me on this Valentine's Day, just say, hey, I still got family. I'm going to love them up for the rights or the wrongs they do. Friends, too. There's nothing like having an inner circle of friends. I don't have any. But you never know, that could change someday. But really take a hold of who you've got as family and friends, because one day they may not be here anymore. I know I used to take that for granted, like all of us do. But anyways, that's going to about wrap it up for this Confessions video, number 32, still part 3. I hope everyone has a great and blessed, happy Valentine's Day and night. And God bless you all. I'll see you next time. So long.